Canada has become the latest country to approve the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. This as it tops a chart of rich nations accused of hoarding enough vaccines to inoculate their populations almost 3 times over. The People's Vaccine Alliance says that means 9 out of 10 people in 67 poorer countries will not get the coronavirus vaccine next year. Well, Canada has enough confirmed doses to inoculate 5 times its population and the option to expand that to 6 times. It's followed by the US and the UK, which are both looking to have enough for populations 4 times bigger than they actually have. On the other end of the scale, there are countries like Lebanon, where the government is nearly bankrupt. It's only got enough to vaccinate around 15% of the population. And last is Bangladesh, with just enough to cover 9%. Well, Mohammed Yunus is a Nobel Peace Prize winner and chairman of the Yunus Center, one of the groups spearheading the People's Vaccine Alliance. He says companies producing COVID vaccines are actually breaking with precedent.
The precedent is like polio vaccine, like when Jonas Salk, the inventor of the vaccine, he declared this is a people's vaccine. This is like a sunshine. Nobody can profit on the sunshine. So this should belong to all people. So there is a tradition like the HIV/AIDS vaccine. They became free goods too, the patent-free goods too. So this is a tradition. Now they're violating the tradition. And then rich countries buying up several times more than they needed, 5 times more, 3 times more, as many population they have. In the meantime, the poorer countries don't have any access to anything. And what I'm afraid of, this will create a vast market for fake vaccines. Now that the vaccines are not available to large number of people, 90% of the people are still not connected with the vaccine.
Well, we mentioned Lebanon, which only has enough to vaccinate around 15% of the population. Well, Zina Hoarder is in the Lebanese capital, Beirut. She says it could take years to control the outbreak there.
According to doctors, there is community infection. The positivity rate is high. The number of critically ill patients is high as well. And this is one of the main public hospitals in Beirut that has been treating coronavirus patients. And the public sector really has been neglected for decades, ill-equipped and underfunded, really, the public sector. So they've been struggling. And only recently, the private hospitals, which really have been the backbone of the health sector in this country, have started to treat coronavirus patients. So it's a difficult task. And now we're hearing from the health ministry that they managed to secure 2 million doses of Pfizer vaccine, which is enough for 1 million people. And they're hoping that will be in Lebanon, arrive in Lebanon in February. According to officials who work at the ministry who I've been talking to, they're saying that they're ready. They have enough centers across the country. This is a relatively small country, and they feel that they will be able to deal with the logistical challenges. And they say that health workers, of course, the elderly, the vulnerable people, they will be given priority, just like what is happening in other countries across the world. But they're saying it will take at least a year or a year and a half before they're able to vaccinate at least 35% of the population. And it's still not clear who's going to pay for the vaccine. And in this country, where more than 55% of the population are now poor because of a very deep economic crisis, this is going to be another challenge.